coronavirus crisis force you to stay home?
I know you would just like to go out, have fun, explore the world, and be free.
Don't worry, there will be time for that when all this is over.
Until then, well, we just have to stick together and make our lives a little more meaningful.
So we decided to develop skills in research, critical thinking, organization, persuasion and communication.
We are celebrating May as the Mental Health Month, a month dedicated to mental, social and emotional well-being. We are here to add positive emotions and remove the negative ones. On this occasion, we proudly launch before you the Skills for Life Club, Letting Our Umbrellas Fly by SFL Club of Delhi Public School, Gomti Nagar Extension. We believe in spreading love, gratitude, kindness, peace and joy. We all celebrate differences. Each member of our extended family is precious and we are all parts of Ferrari. We are sharing with you the virtual mental wellness band and introduce you all to All the Feelings Diary. Please share your views, emotions and feelings as we care and understand. Please put your hands together as we introduce you all to the team members.
Keeping this goal in mind, we have organized a speech competition Solasta 2021.
Solasta. Solasta is a Scottish word which means shine. So breathe deeply and courageously. Take one step after the other because beyond the darkness there is always light. So let us all shine. With these words I welcome you all on the behalf of Skills for Life Club of Delhi Public School, Gomti Nagar Extension, Lucknow, letting our umbrellas fly.
So please join us on FB Live for a brainstorming session. Remember the date, 31st of May 2021, sharp at 5 p.m. Thank you.
A warm welcome to our respected Principal, Ms. Rupam Saluja, Vice Principal, Ms. Barbara Anvosi, Senior Headmistress, Ms. Parinder Kaur, Middle Wing Coordinator, Ms. Dipanjali Saxena, Primary Coordinators, Ms. Preeti Gupta and Ms. Neetu Singh, Pre-Primary Coordinator, Ms. Moni, Creative Head, Ms. Anuradha Dubey, respected teachers, and all my dear friends.
We are privileged to have with us as our guest Dr. Gunjan Dubey, a distinguished scholar, academician and a professor at Department of Education in renowned Aligarh University. She is also closely associated with IGNOU.
This is the judgment criteria. Understanding of the topic 10 points, originality 10 points, fluency 10 points, eloquence 10 points, body language 10 points and time limit 2 minutes. The topics for the competition are My Wish for Humanity. Your diet is a bank account. Good food choices are good investments. The media controls how and what we think.
I am thrilled to announce the names of the participants from Class 6. So, please put your hands together to welcome Kaisar Yadav of Class 6A, Diva Singh of Class 6A, Diva Yadav of Class 6A, Arav Mishra of Class 6B, and Devanshi Sharma of Class 6C.
The entire middle wing participated in the speech competition. Each student got a chance to express. It was real fun.
Every day is the best day of our lives. Hello everyone, today I, Diva Yadav of grade 6A, is going to present a speech on My Wish for Humanity.
see, I don't know where to begin my speech. I don't know what people will be expecting me to say. But first, I would like to thank God for this beautiful life and the wonderful people He has blessed me with. To me, humanity is a quality of an individual that is being gifted by the nature to one and by which one is distinguished from other beings. Being human does not mean that one possesses the quality of humanity. And because the quality of humanity is that individual take note of what anyone does for the people who can give nothing back in the return of the favor they had offered. Extraordinary humanity has been beautifully portrayed by Mother Teresa, as she has set an glorious example of humanity across the world and particularly in India. Humanity means helping and caring others whenever and wherever possible. We all should understand the importance of humanity in our day-to-day lives. It is important to understand one fact: an individual's life is not successful by the number.
Seeing is believing. What media makes us see, we tend to believe it. I think that it's true to say that we spend a majority of our day on social media. An average user spends 2 hours 24 minutes on social media. Now, there must be a question roaming in your mind: that's how much time we should spend on social media. The answer is that experts recommend 30 minutes as the maximum time we should spend on social media. Suppose, let's take an example of how cooking shows are broadcasted across the television. When we see any recipe on it, we start to think about cooking. So the media is controlling our mind. I mean that nowadays it clearly tells you that if you are thinking like that, you are wrong. You must rethink like the way they tell you to. The media is the most powerful entity on the earth. It has the power to make the innocent feel guilty and the guilty innocent. Thank you.
You are not a machine. You are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate. Good morning, everyone. This is Kezari Yadav of grade 6th, and today I am here to deliver a speech on the topic "A Wish for Humanity." Firstly, what is humanity? The definition of humanity is the entire human race, or the characteristic that belongs uniquely to human beings, such as kindness, mercy, or sympathy. An example of humanity is all the people in the world. An example of humanity is treating someone with kindness now. Now, we live in a world that finally recognizes all religion and beliefs, in which any person can choose his or her religion. People can worship any god, can praise the energy of nature that inspires them without feeling threatened or scared. It is the first time in history when people are not blamed for their beliefs, and we fought for this. But now we try to take this away from the people. We engage in holy wars, public mockery campaigns against the religion that we don't understand. We shut our minds from knowing more about them, and we blame them for being different. Research is not done to be good. It is done for profit. We will stop fighting in other countries and start asking if we have a say in our own country. We should exercise the right to vote. We should not just give our decision to a small group just because they say they know the best. We know the best, and if we don't, the collective power would divide what is best. Now, we live in a world that has invented the smartphones, television, internet, social media to communicate easier. But we have not felt so alone and out of touch as we do today. Hidden behind the screens of our computers, mobiles, tablets, and we feel so alienated from what the world has to offer. We have stopped looking at nature a long time ago and start destroying it without feeling about the consequences. We humans are capable of greatness. We invest in new smartphones or the cure for boldness. We can create any life we desire. We are that powerful. Thank you. healthy diet is essential for good health and nutrition. It protects you against many chronic, non-communicable diseases. It provides us with the energy needed for working, playing, and doing day-to-day activities. It helps us to grow, makes our bones and muscles strong, repairs damaged body cells, and boosts our immunity against external harmless elements. Now, the question is that what is the importance of good health in this COVID-19 scenario? Well, the answer is so simple. While no foods or dietary supplements can prevent or cure COVID-19 infection, healthy diets are important for supporting immune systems. Good nutrition can also reduce the likelihood of developing other health problems, including obesity, heart disease, diabetes, and some types of cancer. A very nice source of being healthy is to drink plenty of water. So now I would like to end my speech with a quote. You can't enjoy wealth if you are not in good health. Thank you.
That's what we think. The media can have a huge impact on people's mindset. In fact, most of our decisions are subconsciously influenced by media. Now the question is, how does it do that? The media has many tools at its disposal which can change your perception on a certain issue. This perception can be positive or negative. The perception or the way you see things can have a huge impact on your decision and the way you evaluate those decisions. This is the simplest example of how the media can influence your life. The media, the most powerful entity on the earth, they have the power to make the innocent guilty and to make the guilty innocent. And that is the power because they control the minds of the masses. We don't have a choice on whether we do social media. The question is how well we do it. What information you feed in your mind will determine the function of your mind. Very much a garbage in, garbage out kind of things. Nowadays, the media clearly tells that if you are thinking like this, you are not right. You must think like the way they tell you. The media might not control us, but can influence us. Media is so powerful that it is the fourth pillar of the society. Now this is our decision how much stuff of news we need to adopt in our life.
Please give a huge round of applause to these charismatic speakers. Your ideas were thought-provoking.
Now let's put our hands together and welcome the finalists from class 7th. Ilma Beg from class 7th A, Hamza from class 7th A, Devansh from class 7th B, Divyansh Pandey from class 7th B, and last Aranya Parashar from class 7th C.
I would like to start my speech with a famous quote by Malcolm X. The media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make the guilty innocent and to make the innocent guilty. And that's power because they control the minds of the masses. So I agree with the fundamental assumption here. The media influence people. Media can't force us what to think, but undoubtedly they are successful to make us what to think about and which side of the coin is more important. Let me go back to the British era. When our country was ruled by the Britishers, people were suffering from their atrocities, yet no one gathered the courage to fight against them, except a few. But to spread the spark of freedom in the whole country, the Indian nationalist movement took the help of the media. It was the media who influenced people's mind to fight against the Britishers and liberate our country from them. In those days, journalism was a mission, but now it is a profession. Nowadays, it has become very easy to control the minds of the masses and make them think only about a particular thing. Let me give you an example. Iram Sharmila started an indefinite hunger strike in the year 2000 and ended it in the year 2016 That is almost 16 years. But she never got the huge coverage of media which she deserved. The matter of fact here is media do not bring the real issue before the people, nor it leaves the judgment to the people, but they impose their judgments on us, and we tend to take decisions accordingly. The right way should be to listen to both the narratives, however appealing or non-appealing they are. This way, we would be able to get the perspectives from both the sides, and hence we can make an informed judgment. Ultimately, it is left to how much the individual is suspecting to believe everything that is fed to him by the media. Thank you.
We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we require humanity. Humanity, it's not just about thinking good, it's about doing good to others. Any task we do for some good is humanity, like feeling good for someone. Every person on this planet is connected to a particular culture, religion, or traits. But we must not forget that it's humanity that comes above all of us and makes us better. The world in which we live is full of sufferings, but we as humans have the capacity to forget our own interests and give love and care, thereby reducing the pain and sufferings and making the world a better place to live. Humanity is not just words, thoughts, or feelings for us humans, but also for the nature surrounding us, like nurturing and helping animals, taking care and plantation of trees plays a vital part of humanity. My desire for humanity is of all beings live together with love, peace, gratitude, and sympathy. Follow and respect the culture, traits, and religion of all and give support to the needy. I truly wish the human wisdom should remove the discriminating factors and conflicts over religions and live equally as we are equal parts of God. I request all of us to start with feeding not hundreds but just with one. My hearty wish for humanity is of all beings be good to one another and give equal importance to all, as not doing so is same as neglecting lives. I just wish each of us to come up as Sonu Sood or Mother Teresa and make this world lively. At last, I would again say that all of us has feelings, but just we need is to evoke it and make this world heavenly. I hope I was able to make you feel my wish for humanity, and I am sure we will accomplish it soon. By then, thank you.
Social media controls what and how we think. Does social media actually control us? No, it doesn't, but it slightly influences us to do things that they want us to do or to trust what they want us to trust. Today we are going to talk about both pros and cons of social media. Well, during these tough times, we are at home, but we know about the happenings all over the world. How? With the help of social media. Yes, social media is a vast way through which we can communicate through the masses. Social media tells us about the happenings all over the world. Social media is so powerful that it is the fourth pillar of democracy, and social media is mostly biased with government. They either tend to support the government or tend to oppose the government. Well, as social media is also divided into two parties, that is, the one that supports and the one that opposes. Whom should we trust here? Well, either we trust the reporters or either we check what's happening in our daily life. Well, just choose wisely and think wisely, because one wrong decision could lead to many regrets. As you know that social media is so powerful that it can change the innocent into guilty and change the guilty into innocent. So think wisely. Thank you.
My wish for humanity. The earth is too big and humanity is the biggest work we are doing in our life. Everyone wishes to be a good human, and we can achieve this goal by doing humanity. The meaning of humanity is the work performed by humans. It is also the feelings such as love, care, sorry, or sympathy that we feel for some. In science, we read that animal, plants, and humans are living, and only humans have brain because God wants us to develop the world by helping, supporting, and motivating each other. But if God has done equality and made us humans, so who made us Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, and Christian? And is this fair? This is all done by the thoughts of people. I am not saying to end these religions, but I'm asking that why are we fighting on this? I'm not using too extreme, intense, formal or complicated words because I know that everyone here gets easy words, but not all of us can understand formal words. And if I want my speech to be wonderful and beautiful, I will definitely use formal words. And it will be attractive. But I want it to be effective, not attractive. Every sentence is my own creation, and trust me, if I can copy from internet, I can cheat with you, but not with God. That's all, and by the end I would like to say that my wish for humanity is that if someone is in need, please help. If someone is going to do a good work, please support. And if someone needs motivation, please motivate and never fight on religion, caste, gender, race, etc. As we all are made of skin and bones and we all have heart and brain. So we are humans and we have to do humanity. And one more thing I would like to say that we do not need nuclear power or technological advancements in the exchange of humanity. Thank you. Goodbye.
Start my speech with a great quote that is, the best investment you have ever made is on own health. Healthy food is a requirement of our body. It does not let us feel lazy and dull. It is essential for healthy body, soul and life because health is the greatest gift. Healthy diet has lots of benefits. Keeps us healthy and fit. Moreover, it keeps away the disease like diabetes, blood pressure, cholesterol and many more. Eating a variety of food and consuming less salt, sugar, saturated and industrially produced trans fat are essential for healthy diet. Healthy diet may contain fruit, vegetable, whole grain and may include little to no processed food or sweetened beverages. Nutrition is a natural demand of every source of fat on earth. There are various types of diet that can keep an individual healthy. For example, the vegan diet, ketogenic diet, intermittent fasting. A balanced diet helps us to maintain proper body weight, keep us nourished, and our skin is free of skin and pimples. In the end, I just want to say that exercise is skin, nutrition is skin. Put them together. You have got a kingdom. Thank you. Stay home, stay healthy.
Very impressive, dear friends. Such elaborate speeches. Please give a huge round of applause to them. Next, we have the speakers from Class 8. I feel proud to announce their names. Please welcome Shivansh Dubey of Class 8B, Rishit Gupta of Class 8C, Ishanvi Shrivastava of Class 8C, Yashi Rao of Class 8C, and Paki Gautam of Class 8C.
The media controls how and what we think. To understand the thinking process, I will give you an example of a computer. Whatever information or data we feed in a CPU, we get the same thing reflected on our monitor. Same thing happens with our brain also. Whatever information or mental diet our brain will get it will directly get reflected in our thinking and hence it becomes our behavior. Like a secular person thinking is like that, all the religions and castes are equally respected. But if we talk about an extremist person, he will tell that I am the best. My caste is best and my religion is best. Now change in their mindset is due to the information fed in their minds since their childhood. Now we all know that media is the fourth pillar of democracy. A study done on media manipulation is known as sleeper effect. This means that first, media will aware you. Then, media will explain you comprehensively to make your belief as strong as per as their own agenda, and hence you start thinking and taking action accordingly. Same thing happens on every break on electronic media, print media, or whether it is social media. Whatever we make the decisions, whether we have to choose the government or daily needs, it is directly get controlled or manipulated by propaganda and perception which is directly created by the media. Now, in 1963, an American political scientist Bernard have given a theory of agenda setting says that the mass media may not be successful most of the time in telling you what to think, but this media is stunningly successful in telling you that what to think about. Now I end up with these lines. Media is the most powerful entity in this globe. They have the power to make the innocent person to a guilty person and to make a guilty person to an innocent person. Hence, use your brain wisely and do not let it controlled by the media. Thank you.
Do you know what the true meaning of diet is? Some people would say doing idiotic things. Others would say doubt I will try. But the correct abbreviation is did I eat that? Or better say don't indulge in food every time. We usually hear about diseases such as diabetes, BP, cholesterol and many more. Have you ever thought that these diseases can be surpassed just by correcting our eating habits? Just as you balance your expenditure and savings in a bank account, balance your food choices. People nowadays think that we can eat anything and later pop up a few tablets and everything will be fine. But no, this kind of behavior only worsens the condition. If you want to prevent all these diseases, then you must include micronutrients, nuts, superfoods such as berries, yogurts, chia seeds and many more. They definitely are better than any other multivitamin tablets and provide us with a lot of energy. Due to the antioxidants in them, they reduce the oxidative stress in our body and fight from radicals that are responsible for cancer and several other diseases. These superfoods not only improve our health but also kill the bacteria and viruses attacking the cell membrane. So, by including all these things in our diet, we can keep these dreadful diseases at the bay. Finally, I just want to say that we should choose wisely whenever we eat because whatever we eat, our body responds to us in that manner. It is a well-known fact that health is wealth. So, stay fit by investing smartly on the right food choice. Thank you.
Our sources of information is mostly media, like press conference, films, advertising, news articles, social media, and so on. Influence what we see, what we hear, and how we are told. The mass media may not be successful in telling people what to think, but undoubtedly they are successfully telling their audience what to think about. The media cannot force anyone to believe in something or to have a certain opinion on something, but at least it makes an influencing impression about which face of the coin does it think is important. It makes a pre-notion or say first impression about the subject in the hearts of the audience, and that of course changes the course of our thinking to a larger extent. So to a certain extent, yes, the media is controlling some of our decisions. Nowadays, the media clearly tells us that if you're thinking like this, you're not right. You must rethink like the way they tell you to. Suppose let's take an example of how teleshopping is done on television. The advertisement of a belt, which has to be tied on stomach and waist 24 hours, can reduce your weight. In the advertisement, they tell and even show that running and exercising can't make you slim. But if you want to look slim and smarter, you have to use that belt 24 hours and needed any running or exercising daily. Hence, that's how good running and exercising is for a healthy life rather than using a belt. Many people start thinking their lifestyle media friends only. These forms of media give a big impact on our thinking and we are tempted to take decisions according to their judgments and all that. The point here is that media is neither bringing the real problem before the public nor it leaves the judgment on the public to decide what is wrong and what is right. They make their own judgments and impose it on us, which is due to continuous repetitions fit well in our mind and we are tempted to take decisions accordingly. One clear example of this perception is that there has been a recent trend on Facebook, Twitter to follow the lifestyle of celebrities as much as possible. The fact that we forgot while doing this is that there is a huge difference between the real life of that celebrity and what is being projected virtually. At last, we cannot claim that media is controlling what we think because it is ultimately our choice to listen to a narrative that appeals to us. The right way is to make an intelligent choice and listen to those channels that are as bipartisan as possible. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.
The sole meaning of life is to serve humanity. We all are the sons and daughters of the Almighty. He has created us all equally. We all have heard the word humanity once in our life, But do we know what does this word mean? Humanity refers to the nature of helping others in need. We can find this in every human being. As we all know that the word humanity is generated from the words humans, so all living beings cannot portray the nature of humanity. We, the human beings, have the power to show love and care to people. So, we should use this superpower that God has given to us. Instead of buying new clothes in festivals, we can buy few goodies for poor people. This will help them in celebrating the festival, and at the same time it will give us a reason to smile. By doing such small acts, we can spread happiness and also show our nature of humanity. Humanity is next to godliness. Thank you.
When diet is wrong, medicine is of no use. And when diet is right, medicine is of no need. Good nutrition is vital to good health. A good and healthy diet keeps us fit, maintains a healthy weight, and keeps us full of energy to work throughout the day without getting tired. It also ensures proper functioning of the heart, brain, and other body parts. It enhances our immunity to fight against the diseases and keep us strong. Thus, we might focus on taking a healthy and balanced diet to keep the diseases away and stay healthy. We should avoid junk food as it may lead to several diseases. We should also avoid eating deep fried or overcooked food as it loses all its nutrients. We should not focus on how much we eat, but we should focus on what we eat. We should maintain our physical as well as our mental health also. A balanced diet is definitely the key to a healthy lifestyle. A balanced diet typically contains 50 to 60% of carbohydrates, 12 to 20% of protein, and 30% fat. According to the Food and Drug Administration, this works out to be 300 grams of carbohydrates, 50 grams of protein, and 65 grams of fat each day. I would like to end my speech with a quote, that is, exercise is king, nutrition is queen. Put them both together and you've got the nice kingdom. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.
Very impressive speeches, my dear friends. Let us all give a huge round of applause to them. We now request our Honorable Judge, Dr. Gunjan Dubey, to give her valuable inputs.
Good evening. First of all, I would like to thank Ms. Rupam Saluja, Principal DPSGNEXT Nagar Extension, Lucknow, for giving me opportunity to be part of this competition and listen and ponder upon ideas of young minds. I really appreciate the topics selected by your faculty members for the speech competition. All the 3 topics selected were quite interesting and relevant in the present scenario. They were thought-provoking and meaningful. I enjoyed listening to students. Moreover, this was indeed a nice attempt to engage students in this time of pandemic in such activities. Thanking you once again.
Thank you, ma'am.
I feel extremely delighted to play the role of chief cheerleader in your team. Children, you people have done an amazing job. It's a club for children, of children, and by children. And you people have really proved that once we connect to some kind of higher purpose in the life, there is corresponding release of energy and passion. And we saw that passion today. So it's time to let our umbrellas fly and allow ourselves to get drenched in the showers of gratitude, passion, compassion, and humility. God bless you, children. Thank you so much.
Dear participants, good evening. I enjoyed listening to you. I am glad to see that the students in both the groups performed so well. All the students did justice with their topics. All the participants were confident and very efficiently they substantiated their views with suitable examples. The expression, their intonation and voice modulation and body language were perfect. I am surprised to see at such a younger age you are doing so well. You all were able to convey your views to the audience very efficiently. I hope you will prove to be a good speaker in future. Keep it up. I wish you all the best for your future endeavor. Thank you.